This is going to be one of the most fun evenings I have had with AbilityMKE Now. My name is Sue Roskoff, and I am your host, and we are going to blow your socks off this evening. First of all, though, AbilityMKE Now, this show is dedicated to inclusion, connection, community, and bringing people together. People with disabilities, people that don't have a disability, all who are celebrating life here in the Milwaukee area. We all have unique abilities, and that is what we celebrate here at AbilityMKE Now. And first up, I, as always, want to bring in my amazing co-host, Michael Martin Hummel. He is a writer, speaker, and podcaster who is passionate about bridging that gap between disabled and able-bodied people. Michael, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm looking forward to the show.
Excellent. And give me a second here to get you on in. We, do you know what's about to happen?
No, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh my gosh. So, with the group that is here joining us tonight, not only do we have an amazing crew that will be joining us live on the air, but we also have a whole gallery in the background who is here cheering everybody on and to find out what all is happening. Because we are all about tonight the spirit of B.B. King. Did you hear that? The spirit of B.B. King. They are celebrating 100 years of B.B. King, and we have some folks in an amazing band that I'm going to go ahead and start out by bringing in someone who truly should need no introduction. Don Bynum is with the Commodores from, oh my gosh, if you've heard, y'all know the Commodores. Don Bynum is with us tonight, and come on in and just share a little bit with us. How are you? I'm so glad you're here.
Well, I am excellent. Yes, I am saxophonist Don Bynum, formerly with the Commodores and with Bootsy's Rubber Band. I had a great time traveling around the planet with both acts everywhere, and I've totally enjoyed myself. And here lately, I was invited as a special guest to be a part of the Spirit of B.B. King set of concerts. Okay, so I was so happy to be there at the sold-out crowd and to just do my thing, play the saxophone, which I love to do, and so that's kind of a little bit about me. I'm just happy to be here.
So I'm so glad you are here. And I know we got to cross paths briefly for a bit last spring when there was with the Vets in Need event that happened,
Right.
vetsinneed.org. We were part of that telethon that took place, and I know you were a big part of the LA piece out there.
That was such a blast. I had a great time with that, man. I'm looking forward to the next one.
So am I. That was a great time.
Yes.
And oh my gosh, good things happen. When good people get together, great things happen.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Wow. Yeah, you just
Well,
made my day.
oh, I love this. So, and speaking of great people, we have more that are coming on in to join us as well. We've got Ken Beaumont that is joining us, and I want you to go ahead and tell us you have a very special role with this group. Why don't you come on in and tell us a bit more?
Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Kenny Beaumont. I'm the lead guitarist for the group. I live in San Diego, California, and it's an honor for me to be playing with these wonderful musicians and hearing all their wonderful stories. And yeah, it's just a real honor for me to be playing that part, trying to capture the spirit of B.B. King through my guitar.
I
You
love
could
it.
say that, yeah.
Well, and I know we've got other members of the band here as well. I'm going to go ahead and bring everyone in to join this conversation because I want to find out a bit more about what you've all been doing together. I know we've got TC here. Let me go ahead and find. Oh, we have enough people in our crew here. I'm scrolling to get to everybody.
okay.
This has been a fun time here. So we have Tony Coleman joining us. We got TC here. Why don't you go ahead and share with everybody what your role all is?
Well, you've heard of the King of the Blues and stuff like that?
Oh yes.
Well, I like to consider myself the rhythm of the blues. I'm the heartbeat. I'm the drummer. You have to
Oh my
give the
gosh.
drummer some. So I was out there with BB for 31 years, and we toured to 98 countries around the world. But anyway, now that he's gone, we want to make sure we even it's the 100th anniversary of his birthday this past September 16th. But for the next 100 years, we want to acknowledge his contributions to the world, and he and others in the blues business. And I'm a drum, like I said, I'm a drummer, but I've been playing drums since I was an embryo, so I ain't gonna do nothing else.
It is in your
And
blood.
I've been playing with Kenny and Russell Jackson. We were with BB for a time together, and Don, he just joined us to. He's from the Commodores and Bootsy, but one time I got to tell you a story, Don, about how I pretended to be an interviewer and got into Bootsy's concert, and he brought me backstage and let me hang out with him. Yabba dabba doozy baba.
See, I'm gonna have to tell him on you.
He knows. I got pictures of it. I was much thinner then, and I had a
Weren't we
I
all?
had a fro. So that's me. That's my story.
Awesome. So glad you're here. And we do have one more person joining in the mix as well. We have Russell Jackson here, and I can see the bass in the background in your picture. How are you today,
Oh,
Russell?
I'm great. I woke up this morning, so I'm feeling great.
Being on the
Yeah,
upright side.
oh yeah. My name is Russell Jackson, and I play bass. I've been playing bass now. Oh, we won't say, but I we Tony Coleman was the first drummer that when I first picked up the bass that I played with. We were both stationed in the military in Fort Riley, Kansas, and I played with BB for 8 years back in the day, and it felt more like 15 to 16 years because he was averaging 300 nights a year, if you can believe that or not.
Wow.
Yeah, and we toured the world, and I got a chance to learn a lot just from being with him every night. The bus rides we took together, and the knowledge that he kind of fulfilled me with. So I'm here to give it all back, and that's what Tony and I have been kind of clinging on to for the last what 30, 40 years, So yeah. And that's it. And I play the stand-up bass, which is a lost instrument in the blues nowadays, but I'm determined to keep it alive.
Excellent. Well, so how did you guys all come together? Where did this come from? The idea to make this happen?
Well, I met Kenny through a mutual friend named Johnny King, no relations to BB King, and in San Diego. I live in Oregon. I'm in Sheridan, Oregon, about an hour and a half south of Portland. And when I'm not on my drums, I'm on my tractor. So I got 10 acres out here to enjoy. And when I moved out here, it was really strange. I was like feeling really weird. It was like, what the hell? Wow, it's quiet. I didn't know how to act with all that quietness. But I'm always thinking about music, and my friend Johnny King, we went down to San Diego to hang out with Kenny, and we did some gigs together, and we put our group together. And Kenny is just an amazing guitarist, and we came up with the idea to do the celebration of BB through his associates, which introduced us to Don, who is also from the Commodores. So, and here we are.
Excellent. And are there more folks in the band, or is it the four of you? Are you the solid piece
Well,
here?
well, we're I guess you would say we're the main nucleus
Main course, yeah.
Yeah.
we're the main nucleus of putting the band together, which drums. I play drums, Russell bass, Kenny guitar, Don sax, and then we have extra horn players, a trumpet and another trombone, another horn, two horn players, and another keyboard player and another guitarist. I mean, a keyboard player and a guitarist because he is also a keyboard player. Don, an excellent keyboardist.
Hidden talents there. It's all about the saxophone, and I know I've heard you because you were playing when last spring when we had the event. So I know. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
when you guys get
And
this
he's
kind of talent together, the amount of fun you guys must have, I
And
yeah,
can't
that's the and
imagine.
that's and that's the
he,
that's the most beloved instrument. Believe don't think guitars is it. It's that saxophone. Everybody want to be what he is, play sax.
yeah, and he sings like a bird too.
It's true.
Yeah, I really
All right.
enjoyed.
Both of these guys
It was
sing
well, it was
as
my
well.
first. It was my first time working with Don, and when I started hearing him sing, I'm saying, "Wow, this guy's got it going on." Then I found out he played some keyboards and he played this and he did play drums and yeah, I'm like, okay, what can't you do?
Mm, mm,
I'm
mm.
waiting to hear him on bass.
Here you
You're
go.
gonna be
Here you
waiting a
go,
long
Don.
time.
Here, Don. You can have my sticks now.
No, thank you. You do it very well.
Well, he had the house attention when he did Easy.
So tell us
Uh,
about that.
Yeah, they
well,
convinced me
yeah,
to do a couple of Commodore songs to represent the group, one of the groups that I used to play with,
yeah, we
and so
twist
we
both his
had
arms.
ah, so we had Tony sing "Brick House," and he did a great job with that.
No,
You
you
know,
had Tony screw up Brick House.
no, 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 you did all right, man. You did all right. Walter Orange would be proud of you, the original vocalist and drummer. He used to sing "Brick House" from the drum set.
He's one of my big inspirations. He's one of
Yeah,
them.
and mine too. Mine too. They all taught me a lot. Okay. And then so we did that song and then they asked me to do another Commodore song and they wanted me to sing Easy Like Sunday Morning. So I
Yeah,
ended up singing that at the concert and I wanted the audience to get involved, so I had them all stand up and oh my goodness, they were
we had a
loving
great
it.
time.
They could hardly wait to be a part of it. We had the whole swaying back and forth and all of
Uh,
this and everybody was all in singing from their heart, and it seemed like it just brought back memories, of where they were at that time and space when that song came out. And most people remembered the words all the way through. And that's the experience we had all over the world when we traveled. We had Japanese, Asians down in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, all over the world, Europe, France. A lot of people didn't even speak English, and I'm going to stop with this, but they knew all of the words to all of the Commodore songs, you know. And it was the same experience with Bootsy's Rubber Band.
Mhm.
They would sing all of our songs as well, and they knew how to do the funk sign.
I
You
love
know,
it.
Yeah,
I add the love, I add the thumb there to make it love in sign language. But this is what we used to do. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I love that because music does that. Music brings people together.
It
It
truly
is.
does.
It
It's
brings back
universal.
memories.
I
yep.
witnessed it firsthand, from the very first tour, and to see everyone just totally involved.
Yeah, I've been to 98 countries around the world, and everybody loves music, blues and soul music.
Yep.
So, I can only imagine what you've all seen then. If you have traveled that much over the course of how many years was that?
Well,
Who you're
I did it
speaking to?
for 31 years out there.
Well, I was with BB only 8 years, which, like said earlier, felt like more like 16 years because when you touring 300, averaging 300 nights a year, you got time for nothing but that. Because you get a couple of days off, you try to go see some people and get back, to do your gig. But if I had to do it all over again, no problem. Because it was like having an invaluable education. You can't buy that. You can't buy that time. And that I spent with BB. I was 24 years old when I got in the band, And BB kind of took me under his wings, and kind of guided me in a certain direction. And I was kind of happy of that because it kept me from going that other direction that you hear about a lot of musicians, and after 2 or 3 years, that you don't hear about them anymore because they didn't done something silly or stupid or whatever, right? So yeah.
Yeah, and I was a willing participant to be dragged around the planet with the Commodores for for only about 2.5, 3 years the first time. Okay, and then there was a break because they didn't want to use the horn section anymore. They found it more advantageous to use, the keyboard horns and everything. So I went on and I went back to Bootsy for a while, and then the Commodores called
Keyboard
me back
horns,
about
no.
5 years later. Hey, 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 don't start that. Uh,
Cheesy.
Keyboard horns, no keyboard horns, no.
Cheesy.
We want
right,
horns.
right. Commodores called me back about 5 years later to just do keyboards. Okay, and that was when we went to South Africa and played Botswana, Namibia, and Lesotho. Wonderful set of experiences there. So yeah,
Hmm.
that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Kenny, he may not have been around the world as much as us, but he actually lived down in Brazil and became well known down there. And he's trying to get to go with us around the world again. Nobody's retired here, so I ain't tired. I'm ready to go to work. I play. I'm still playing. I'll play. I'll do it every day if I could. But
Hey,
you know,
Tony Russell, everybody, it's not called retiring, it's called repurposing.
Oh, I like that.
Oh,
All right?
reverse.
Repurposing. There you go.
I
Yes.
I
like that.
gotta I'll put that in my notes there.
I mean, Willie Nelson. I've been knowing Willie Nelson for years. He's 92 and he's still touring. So we don't, we don't, we don't stop. We just fade away.
Well,
right.
Bob Strozier is 94 years old, and this man can pack his own bass. He gets on stage, he walks around, he walks out the audience and sings. So that's my goal. Next,
So,
I got 23 more years to obtain it.
And now back to you, Sue.
oh, well, I was just going to ask Ken for a little bit more of his story on how he came to where you guys are all together now.
Well, yeah, I grew up here in San Diego playing music. I always had a love for the blues. My dad used to take me to these clubs in South San Diego. It was called the Montford Blues Association. It was like old retired World War II veterans who were cooks in the Marines, and they opened up a soul food restaurant, and they had blues every Sunday. And I would go there and sit in with these musicians. I was around 15, 16 at the time. And then I moved to Brazil. My mom was from Brazil. When I turned 21, I moved to Brazil and lived there for 12 years. I studied the music down there, was really into bossa nova and Brazilian music. But in the middle of that study, I ended up going to Rio de Janeiro and forming a rock and roll band, blues rock and roll band. And we toured around Brazil, and we had a couple albums that came out. Um, but the band is over, and I've been back here in San Diego since then, uh, playing shows locally up in LA, but no more than that. But making a living pretty much playing guitar. And I met Tony a couple of years ago. I met TC a few years ago through a mutual friend of ours, Johnny King. They came out here to San Diego and we played some gigs together. And then earlier this year in September, Johnny was doing a tour in Virginia, and he had TC and Russell Jackson and invited me to go to the tour as well. So that's where I met Russell Jackson, and we got to stay in the same house together and long car rides to the gigs. So I got a real chance to get to know both of them. And, we played 7 shows out there. Um, And then TC and I came up with the idea of putting together a BB King tributes. Um, and because, of his 100th anniversary. And I thought, what better way to do it than with real members of the BB King band who shared all those life experiences with him to be in
Yeah.
this group. And not only that, but the icing on the cake was meeting Don Bynum to join the group as well, which made
Yep.
it really extra special for me, and I'm sure for everyone else in the band. But
Yep.
but yeah, it's a real honor to be playing with these guys and uh, playing that role of the lead guitar. So
And he
I
does it
know.
well.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Ditto.
And I know you
Better
guys had
than
a show just what was it, maybe 10, 11 days ago, a night to remember. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, we
Well,
did. Or go ahead, Russell.
for me, it was my first time playing in San Diego in almost 40 years. Because we used to come through all the time back with BB, playing the Belly Up and a couple more places. And to come back here and not be in here for almost 40 some years is really deja vu for me. And I had a great time, and we had a pretty good band. If I had to say one thing about that whole thing, if we could have just got in one more rehearsal, one more, and it really, I mean, it was good as it was, but it could have been so much a little better, right? That's my only personal take on that.
Don't we
Well,
all
I
say
can
that
say
about
that
what
it,
we do?
right, right. I was just going to add that it was kind of spontaneous, and the spontaneity was the spark for the motivation for the audience to be lifted to another level, because we ended up being spontaneous on the stage, and the love, the energy was just, transmitted back and forth. And I felt it, and we really didn't want to stop, you know. It just went forth, and it was a great time by all. The San Diego and um, that whole area, Oceanside and everything, they were just so wonderful. Carlsbad, oh my God, that audience just gave us just pure love to the point where we really didn't want to leave the stage.
I
yeah,
love that.
Southern California, in my opinion, has some of the best spirited people when it comes to the arts anywhere in the world. I mean, Southern Cal, something about that beautiful water and that sunshine and everything is, and that surfing. I can't surf, but I get an inner tube. I'm from down south. I get an inner tube. Maybe the shark might bite that, but
Um,
that Southern Cal, all along that Ocean Way area, is a beautiful place to play music for people. The people have a really nice spirit about enjoying and appreciating, showing appreciation for music.
that's huge. When you can connect with your audience and when you have that reciprocation of, you guys have that energy going out and they're bringing it in and they're bringing it back to you and lifting you guys up, that
The give and
you're in
take.
the right
Yeah,
place doing the right thing.
exactly.
Sure.
Exactly.
Absolutely love it. And I believe, if I understand correctly, you guys have plans for the future to do more of this. You guys want to touch on that a little?
Yeah, well, the funny thing about us doing this, there's a lot of artists out here who, when I was out there with BB, we shared stages with everybody from Pavarotti to Red Hot Chili Peppers, Metallica.
YouTube.
I met so many, if I may speak, I met so many people out there in different genres of music based on blues. And BB King was not only the ambassador of blues, but he was the ambassador of music, representing the State Department for many, many, many years. And
Yep.
all of those great musicians, not just BB, but Albert King, Etta James, you name it, all of them. Work work with them. And I see a lot of artists who just had a little sampler of working with us get more appreciation and more acknowledgement than us. So I'm a little bit, like not happy about that situation. But you're giving us an opportunity to be able to have a voice when people seem to want us to be quiet, and it's like nobody knows who we are. That gentleman right there with that saxophone in his hand, he may not have been the Commodores, but he worked with the Commodores. And there's a million trillion musicians, and not many can say they did that. So he should be acknowledged for the work he did, because
Absolutely.
a lot of great sidemen, they die and nobody know or care, and that's not fair. Because BB King was BB King and Albert King and Bobby Blue Bland, but they weren't acoustic acts. They had somebody out there with them, working with them, to help them do their music. So I appreciate you acknowledging us, and then I don't want to get deep, but I'm just saying I appreciate you giving us the ability to speak.
Your voices need to be
Absolutely.
heard. You guys are doing,
Hercules.
yes.
Hey, Don, I didn't realize you had the sax there. Could you just give us a little 5 second, just
Well,
a
that's up to
taste,
Sue. It's up to you,
Oh,
man.
I would love
just a
it.
taste?
Okay. Well, we're in the blues genre, so let's see.
No, 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 no. Hold up. Time out. No, everything got the blues in it. I
Okay.
talked to Quincy Jones, and I said something about that when he did that Back on the Block. I said, Quincy, you don't have a blues song on there. He said, yes, I do. I got Ray Charles. Let the good times roll. He said, everything got the blues in it. So
There you go.
anyway,
All
The
right. Thank
basis
you,
of
bro.
everything.
Take
Yeah,
two.
continue on.
Uh-oh.
I got a sweet little angel,
Don't
and
get
I
me started.
love the
Man,
way she spreads her wings.
Thrill is gone away.
Yeah. Hercules,
Woo!
Hercules, Hercules. Oh, okay.
Absolutely
I'm
love
done.
it. Well, is there a website where we can find more information and be able to follow you guys? Because I know we're running short on time here, and I want to make
yes,
sure people can
you could
follow.
see us at look up spiritofbbking.com, and that will give
Spirit,
you spiritofbbking.com.
perfect. So spiritofbbking.com. And I am so looking forward to hearing more of what's coming forward. You guys are amazing. The, I can't, oh my gosh. You guys have no idea how important this has been, what you guys are doing, how important that is as you carry forward and carry on the legacy, the number of people that are learning and feeling the energy. You guys are absolutely amazing.
Thank
This
you.
again has been
Thank you.
Thank
Don
you so much for
Bynum.
having us, Sue.
Oh
Appreciate
my
it.
gosh, yes. So
Yeah.
we have TC Coleman, Russell Jackson, Don Bynum, and Kenny Beaumont that have been here and sharing their time and passion with us. And truly, again, my name is Sue Roskoff, and for all of us here with Ability MKE Now, as always, we thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.